You're dreaming of bringing your imaginations to life in 3D animations, or telling your stories in 3D animated short movies, or even create 3D game assets? Well, that and many other things are possible with a free and open source tool called Blender. Blender is not only free, it's also powerful. It is a 3D creation suite that covers the whole 3D production pipeline in just one software. It includes tools for modeling and sculpting, texturing and material creation, rigging and animation, simulations, VFX tools for motion tracking, masking, green screen keying, compositing, video editing, and much more. However, a massive tool like Blender is not easy to learn, and it will take you a while and hard work to master it. And that's why I founded cgboost.com to help you guys speed up the whole process to make your artistic journey less painful and more fun. Hi everyone, my name is Zach Reinhardt, founder and lead instructor at cgboost.com, and welcome to my new free Blender 2.8 beginners training, where you will learn how to create this 3D scene here from scratch with juicy and healthy apples, no junk food. If you tried to learn Blender in the past, you might be deterred by this strange user interface and the weird way it works in general compared to other tools. However, with the recent release of Blender 2.8, many things have changed and improved to the better. For example, we have a much cleaner and more professional looking user interface. The whole navigation was updated. For example, left click select is now default. We now have a beautiful looking 3D viewport with real-time graphics, which just looks gorgeous. Blender 2.8 got a full toolset for 2D animations in 3D space, which will blow your mind. Then we have a new outliner with the new collection system, which makes organizing your 3D scenes much easier. And there are many other bigger and smaller improvements. So in my personal opinion, there was no better time to start learning Blender. And with a big financial support of companies like Epic or Ubisoft, besides other companies and the support of the community, I feel that Blender has a bright future. And by the way, you won't find any other 3D tool with such a great, big and helpful community. You're awesome, guys. So let's get back to the apples. In this beginner training, we will take a look on how Blender works while we create a 3D scene from scratch. That means we will learn most of the basics while we are creating the assets for the scene. So at first we will have a quick look at the user interface and the navigation. Then we will model all the assets for our 3D scene, like the apple and the knife, so we will concentrate on organic objects and hard surface objects. Then we will learn about UV unwrapping, texture painting, material creation using nodes to make our objects look like real objects. Then we will use simple particle effects to add water drops to the apples so they look really wet. And then we will also do some simple cloth simulation to create a piece of fabric. And we will also use a rigid body simulation to throw a bunch of apples into the bowl. Then we will add some lighting to make the whole scene look really beautiful. And in the end, we will render out a still image. So we basically take a photo and output this so we can use it for social media or to further adjust this in Photoshop or other 2D editors. And for that, we will use on the one hand the real-time render engine called Eevee and the more realistic physical-based render called Cycles. So a lot of juicy content. So, and if you want to follow along, you can sign up to our resource section, which includes all the project files, the textures, and you can even download all the videos of this tutorial series free of charge. And this resource section also includes a comprehensive Blender 2.8 shortcut PDF and other tutorials and resources. Follow the link in the video description to sign up. Although this free Blender training here is quite comprehensive, we won't cover all the fine details of each tool and workflow we touch, but it should give you a great overview about how Blender works and what it takes to create a full 3D scene from start to finish. If you're looking for a more in-depth and clear introduction into Blender 2.8, covering not only the basics of Blender, but also the basics of 3D in general, you might also enjoy our top-rated Blender 2.8 Launchpad video course. It's a 15 hours long course with roughly 200 short videos, which provides you a fun and detailed way of learning the fundamentals of Blender while creating a beautiful 3D animated scene from scratch. And besides that, after enrolling the Launchpad course, you can also get access to me, so if you have any questions along the way, I'll be there to answer them and help you. And you can also join our student-only Facebook community. So check it out, link below in the video description. So guys, without further words, head over to blender.org/download, download and install the latest version of Blender, and then let's get started with learning Blender 2.8 in the next video. See you there. And remember, an apple a day keeps the doctor away. Come on, click the video, we want to get started. What you waiting for?